Ever feel like the world just doesn't get introverts? You're not alone. Welcome to the Stay Introverted podcast. We're your hosts, Steph Laffey and Jay Coleman, here to dive into life from an introvert's perspective.
Each week we break down everything, from relationships and work to social dynamics and self-care, all while busting myths, sharing personal stories, and celebrating the quiet power of introversion. So, if you're ready to embrace your introverted side, let's get into it.
All right. We are back at it. What is going on, Steph?
Not much. It's our first solo episode in a while, so this should be fun.
Yeah, I do enjoy our solo episodes. I mean, I like talking with all our guests, but I feel like I feel like you don't do this as often.
Yeah, I think, you know what, I think the reason that I like it is because sometimes, like, when there's a guest, whether it's in person or on the podcast, it's just like, it's not that I have to put on, like, a show or anything, but it's like, I just feel less comfortable being myself. Whereas, like, when it's just us, like, we can just kind of kick it and not worry. I don't know. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I get that. I think that, yeah.
Like, it's not that I'm fake or anything, but like, it's like the same as like my husband. Like, when I'm just with Tron, like, I can just like chill and say whatever comes to mind. Whereas, like, if a friend comes along, even if we're super close with them, it's just different. So I guess you're my other husband, is what I'm trying to say. I hope you can accept that.
Yes, I'm a podcast husband. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. I've got my work husband. I got a regular husband. Now I got my podcast husband.
Doing it big. I think that's every woman's dream. I think they say you can't just have one man. You gotta have different men for different reasons. So
exactly.
I think the number is 5 actually. So you're well on your way.
Okay, I love it. What happens at 6?
Listen. I don't know. I'm trying to find one. All right,
right. I love
had 3. So I think.
Well, yeah. I mean, I also have wives too. I have my work wives, my podcast wives. I'm a whole. You know, it's 2025, baby.
Just on both sides of the aisle. Look at this. I can't even get me a little shorty. Steph got both sides. I'm slacking. And it's Valentine's Day this week. I'm just Jesus.
Oh, that's where this is coming from, then. Okay, I see.
Honestly, I'm good on Valentine's. It'd be nice to have a little boo, but I guess my consolation prize is that Valentine's, I guess, weekend also coincides with NBA All-Star Weekend, so I'm good either way.
Okay, so that's the universe giving you love. Who needs a person when you've got NBA?
Yeah, just me and 24 of my best friends that happen to play in the NBA and don't know who I am. So
I love that. You know what? Love goes one way sometimes.
Unless you're Steph, and it goes like 7 different ways.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's all mutual. I don't know if it's all like reciprocal love, like with all my wives and husbands and whatnot. That's just how I feel. I know it's reciprocal. Uh-oh. Did I stop recording?
You're still recording.
Uh-oh.
But there's an echo.
There's an echo?
Yep, I can. You want me to hit stop?
Well, I don't want to lose this.
That's a good point. We're still recording on both ends.
Okay, so sorry everyone. Okay. Anyway, I think we should leave that in.
You would?
Why not? Yeah. I mean, chances are I'm not going to edit it. So
shenanigans. Hey, why not?
Exactly.
Shenanigans too.
I was actually talking to somebody. I totally just lost my train of thought, like what we were talking about. But I was on an in-person podcast on I think it was Friday, and he asked me. It was with Gabby, who we interviewed. He asked me, "How do you manage to edit all 3 of your podcasts? And I was like, oh, good question. I mean, I handle the editing for all of them. So that is a good question. He goes, but how do you do it? I was like, I don't. I just upload it. I raw dog it, baby. And he was just like, wow, you know, like, maybe I should just stop trying to be so perfect. Maybe I should just, like, I'm sorry to call you out, Gabby, if you're listening, but, he's like, you know, I spend so much time editing and maybe I should just let go. It's like, yeah, maybe you should.
Yeah. I mean, look, if we had the budget for like, you know, an editor and a social media poster, then yeah, I think that it makes total sense to have that person spend
Right,
however many hours doing the editing. But
right.
like, and it's not to say that we don't want a, you know, professional look or whatever, but
Yeah,
you gotta have balance. Like, we're not spending 2 or 3 hours editing this, you know, looking for and, you know, all that other stuff. I don't know. I'm inclined to agree with you. Like, we want it to look like we know what we're doing, but at the, at the same time, you know, I'm not spending 5 hours editing an episode. It just, no, not for free. I'll say that.
right. Until we monetize or whatever, no. But maybe one day we'll get like a producer or something. Or even like just a test run with a producer to see if
Mm-hmm.
like it's something that we want to stick to long term.
Yeah,
Um, we'll see. See, a staff meeting once again, per usual.
exactly.
We
So
just can't help it.
in the meantime, we just raw dogging these podcast episodes,
I like
and
the sound of that.
and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the title of our episode.
Oh boy, we're
Um,
gonna get in trouble. I don't know if I'm gonna put that as the title. I have control. I'm the one that like makes the title.
yeah,
So,
yes, so yes,
we'll make that
you
a
have.
candidate. But
There you go.
yeah.
Long as it's
Um,
in the running, I'm good.
yeah. Um, what's it called? Although I was gonna say we could put that on a T-shirt, but I feel like that's even worse.
That might be worse.
Yeah, that might get somebody who wears it in trouble. Although I can't imagine an introvert wearing it. So,
I don't know. You'd be surprised. Introverts be wearing the damnedest things. I'm learning.
do you find that introverts are more willing to wear like provocative clothing? And by provocative, I don't mean like showing skin. I mean like the sayings on it, because it's the things that they won't say out loud, but they'll wear it out loud.
Yeah, that's 1,000% what I've seen. I think if you find something that says what you want to say without you having to say it, an introvert, they'll wear it. Um, the request that I get for the designs to come out with is interesting. Like, I've had to tell some folks no on more than one occasion. Like, I'm not going to bring that to market. I may do a custom shirt, but yeah,
That's so funny.
yeah. I think if you're the type of person, you know, that doesn't mind wearing provocative stuff, you just don't feel like saying it. Yeah, I think that's right up your alley.
So funny. Well, I mean, I guess, you know, we did mention you starting an OnlyFans line, so
Okay, not an OnlyFans line, but partnering with OnlyFans content creators to wear my design.
right, right, right. Well, I think that you should consider an OnlyFans line.
Yes,
I support it.
interesting.
Um,
I don't know what my name is going to be.
only introverted on OnlyFans. I don't know. Oh my God. All right, we should switch gears a little bit. What the hell were we talking about before we got all the way over here?
I don't know. I don't know. It's the day after the Super Bowl. I guess we need content. You know?
Yeah. This is true. So I watched the Super Bowl last night, and I will say, even for somebody who doesn't really pay attention to football all year round,
Mhm.
what a boring game. Like, what were these people doing? Those Chiefs. Those damn Chiefs.
I mean, if you were a Philly fan, it was probably the most exciting game of your life. But yeah, I
No, I was
definitely
with all Phillies fans, and they were all like,
really.
this is like just boring. I mean, they were happy, they were thrilled, but like, it wasn't exciting. It was just boring.
Fair enough.
That being said, everybody in the room almost everybody in the room that I was with, they all won big bets. So I was very happy for them. They were excited about that.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. I don't bet, so I didn't win nothing.
I'm the same. Like yeah, I never bet.
Like, I would rather put my money in a sure thing, or at least like a responsible investment. I'm not big on gambling.
Same. Although I will say, every year for my birthday, I'll play like a little scratch off lottery game.
Okay. Wow. Big
Yeah.
gambler. Big risk
Big
taker.
big risk right there.
I
You know,
love it.
I typically, I'll typically just like, make what I spend back and call it a
Right.
day. I think the most I ever won was like $300.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
eh,
Oh, so you're buying like
we'll see.
$300 worth of tickets?
No, I'll buy $100 worth of tickets and probably just,
Okay.
I'll make that back. But I think the time that I won 300, I think I probably bought like $20, no, like $80 worth of tickets.
Oh,
So
nice. So you actually did make like a nice little profit. Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Do you think there's people out there that's their whole like life that they just buy scratch on tickets and hope for the best and maybe
I
break
mean,
even?
yeah, I mean, there's some serious gamblers out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Yeah, I shouldn't
like,
make fun of that. That's pretty serious.
yeah, but I mean, like, professional gamblers, like, I never understood like what that was, but apparently that's a thing. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
and I guess,
crazy.
and I guess you make a lot, but I imagine you have to lose a lot too. You know,
Exactly. That's why I don't understand. Like, aren't there other ways to make money?
there really are.
Like, it's
I don't
wild.
know. Maybe it's like the thrill, I guess, but
I guess so.
I can't do it. Like
Yeah,
if I lose $20, I'm done. I'm good.
exactly. Like, when we were in Vegas, I was like, I'm gonna gamble. I put $20 in the machine to do the slots. Because I don't like, every time I play, like, the tables, I end up putting, like, 100 down and I lose it right away. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna make this last a little bit longer.
Hmm.
I started with a 20. I went to, like, a bunch of different slot machines. I was up. I should have freaking, like, cashed out, but I got cocky and lost it all with, like, I clicked the wrong button on the machine or something, and I bet it all. And it was over, and I decided I was gonna keep my other $80 that I had allocated. And I'm glad that I did. No regrets.
Nice. Awesome. I've gambled at Atlantic City
Okay.
when I was in grad school. It was decent experience.
Uh-huh.
It's interesting because it was me and a couple of friends, and we actually took like one of the Greyhound buses that goes from Port Authority down to Atlantic City. And we get to the terminal, and everyone's like sitting, like no one's getting up, and then like all of a sudden, this like front partition, I guess, starts lighting up, and the driver says everybody that's still on the bus, so I guess like two people got off, but everyone that's on the bus won like a $25 voucher to go gamble. And I was like, cool. So I used that voucher, and once it was gone, it was gone. Like I didn't use any of my money, which I was very very happy for.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yeah, that was my AC gambling experience, and then I gambled I think once in Las Vegas. Um,
Okay.
I will say Vegas has better games. They
I
also
wonder
tend
if
to
that's just like that's just what we tell ourselves because Vegas is just like the OG. So like
like,
we think that the games are better, but then again, Vegas is a lot more like nice, I guess, than like AC. So,
yeah, at least when I went there, they were definitely a lot better than at least what I saw in
uh-huh.
AC. But I will say, one thing I noticed when I was in Vegas was like I don't know if it was I don't know whose idea it was, but it seemed like they were like pumping fragrance or whatever. And no, like because there was definitely like a nice aroma like
Right.
in the hotel in the casino. And like you can tell like they're actually pumping it in. So I'm like I don't know if that's supposed to make you gamble more
It
or what.
could.
Yeah, like but I noticed it at several like different hotels that we stopped at.
Interesting.
Yeah,
What hotel were you at?
we stayed at the Cosmopolitan,
Nice.
which I like. I definitely like it. I don't know if it's for kids.
I don't
Um,
really, are any of them for kids? Really,
I
truly?
mean,
If you're being honest?
there are a couple of family hotels.
Interesting.
Like I would imagine like the New York maybe for
Oh, okay.
family friendly. But
Right.
when I say it wasn't for kids, because you're right, it's Sin City and all that nonsense, all that stuff. But
Right.
when I say it's not for kids, like I went into the bathroom and like the wallpaper, when you actually take a look at it,
Uh-huh.
it's naked women like diving into a pool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then like a lot of hotel rooms will have like a little mini fridge.
Right.
Um, I opened the, I opened up the mini fridge and I picked up what looked like a can of soda until you actually look at it closely and it's like a little can sized sex kit.
Oh. Yeah,
So
I'm gonna
like
go ahead and say you probably were not in a kid-friendly hotel. That's so
it
fun.
was it was not it was not. You pop the top and like there's a condoms and other shit in there and I'm like
That's actually
all
so
right.
funny. Why was it in the fridge?
I don't know. I guess it had to be cool. Be cool. I don't know.
Wow, that's so weird. Oh my
I
God.
don't I didn't make that decision,
Oh,
but apparently.
Vegas. Did I ever tell you my embarrassing Vegas story?
Oh no, I love embarrassing stories. Let's go.
Yeah, it was a family affair. This is ridiculous. So we tried to go to the Wynn hotel, and because they're known for their buffet, and like I
Mm.
heard, like you have to go to all the Vegas buffets if you can. Um, so we go to the Wynn. We had been traveling all day. It was me and my mom, my dad, my sister, and my brother, and we've been traveling all day. I had two margarita pitchers at the pool by myself. Actually, my sister might have had like a glass, but like I had a lot. That it was the strongest margaritas ever. So I'm hammered. Pretty sure everybody else is too. And we go to the Wynn. The line is so insanely long. We're like, you know what? This is ridiculous. Like, let's just go somewhere else. We were trying to get an Uber to the Caesar buffet, and the
Mm.
Uber like just didn't come. And the valet guy was being an asshole. Like I think we were, like I said, we were too drunk, we were tired, and just it was not going well. So we're like, all right, let's just walk. For some reason, my maps like sent us to like the right instead of the left. So the whole strip was on the left of us. Um, and we walked to the right, and we're like on the perimeter of the strip. So we're like walking like up and down all these stairs. And I kid you not, for over an hour, we could not find the strip as a family. We were like, I thought the strip was walkable. Like, what is going on? What is this place? What is the Las Vegas Strip? Because we could see it, but we couldn't get to it. We were like
Mm.
walking above it almost. and we could not for the life of us figure out how to get to the Strip. And so finally we ended up back at our hotel. We were staying at the Venetian. And
Okay.
in theory, like, we could have just gone through the Venetian and, like, tried to start again, right? But it was like 10 o'clock at night at this point. We were starving. We still hadn't eaten, and we were all thirsty because we were in the desert with no water, wandering around the not Strip. We ended up having dinner and then, like, just going to bed the first night. And I'm texting my girlfriend Carly from the Hey Basti podcast because she lives like in New Mexico, which is sort of close to Vegas. And I'm texting her, I'm like, it's gonna sound really dumb, but like, where's the Strip? And she's just like, I don't understand. Like, I want to help you. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is that you're asking.
I need more information.
And I'm like, cause my whole family is asleep at this point. Like, my brother and I had gone out a little bit, and at this point I'm home in the hotel room in my bed, just like, trying to fall asleep. I'm trying to Google the question, how to find the Strip. But nobody has ever asked this question, cause it's a stupid question that nobody's ever had to ask. Like, even Reddit had no answers for me. So, my brother and I the next morning for breakfast went to the Caesars buffet, and at that point we found the Strip. And and it was just so dumb. My family was like, please never share this story, it's so embarrassing. I'm like, okay. I told everybody.
At that point, we found the Strip. That's hilarious.
It was ridiculous. We finally found it when the sun came out, which was lovely, but like, I need to go back to Vegas just to experience the Strip at night because so far I've only experienced it during the day.
It is a fantastic place. I would definitely say that.
Yeah.
And and you're right. Those buffets definitely do be hitting.
The
I think
Bacchanal at Caesars was so good.
nice. I think we went to the one. The restaurant is called White Rabbit Lie. I forget if it's in the Cosmo.
Okay, I heard about that one
An
too.
area. I just forget. I forget if it's in the Cosmo or an area, which is like across the street. It's the same ownership, but that buffet was just wow.
Oh my God, I tried everything.
Like, yes, like we did. Like the line, like they tell you when you check in, if you're going to the buffet, you need to get there when it opens because the line is like around. It's down and around the corner, and it's not like you're down in. It's like a city block. That's what it feels like. Like it feels like there's people
doesn't move
around the block. It doesn't move until them doors open, and then it starts picking up and. It's like, do you get food? Do you try to find the seat? What do you do? I don't know, but it's like
oh my God, it was worth every penny. I'm not normally a buffet person, but oh my God, like we had steak, we had Asian food, we had Mexican food, we had donuts, we had sprinkle red velvet waffles with whipped cream on top, like. We had taco, like every single type of food you can imagine. And at one point, I thought that I had scoured the whole buffet. And I sat down with my brother and I was like, oh yeah, like, I feel like I looked at everything. I got everything I wanted. He's like, I'm shocked that you didn't get the tacos or whatever. I'm like, tacos? He goes, oh, you missed the back room.
But listen,
there was multiple rooms.
Yes, like that happened. Well, it didn't happen to me, but I was on the giving end of that story because like I was with my girlfriend at the time. We went for Christmas. By the way, Christmas is a great time to go to Vegas.
Probably quiet.
It's so quiet.
Nice.
And it's not hot because again, like you said, the Strip is cool, but you're also in the desert.
Right.
You're in the desert, so if you can be in the desert when it's cool, awesome. But she got her food and she was eating, and I came back with like cake like
Uh-huh.
several types of cake, and she looked at me like, where the fuck you get cake from? I was like, oh, you didn't see the back room.
Yeah.
I was like, you didn't see the back room, did you? She's like, no, what the fuck? I was like, oh,
It's
baby,
so
you gotta
funny.
walk. You gotta go
That's,
further, kid. Go down, hit that right.
that's so funny.
Like
Oh my God.
man, Steph, when I tell you, like it was a magical experience. I'm definitely going back there.
Yeah, you could move in and never get tired of the food, truly.
Yeah,
I wonder if
and
they
there's
have different
multiple
food for
buffets.
like, do they have different foods for like different meal times, or is it always the same food?
I don't know. I really don't know.
They wouldn't really have much, like, what would you change? Because you had everything.
I don't know, but I will say like there were we went to a few other spots. There's
Hmm.
this spot called, I think it's called like the Candy Shop.
Right.
It's
Nice.
I think it's across the street from the Caesars, and
Okay.
it's a candy shop, but it's also a restaurant. So like you go in there, you have a nice little dinner, and then when you finish, slide over to the candy shop, get you some
Love it.
unique candies. Like it's like just the experience is awesome. Like, even if you don't get anything, it's just like, oh, they got
Right.
a restaurant with a big ass candy shop next to it. Like that's
Right.
awesome.
It's like so random, like like all of it, but it's also so not random. Like it's so well thought out.
Hmm.
Um,
And of course, me being a New Yorker, I had to go to White Castle.
of course, like what else would you do?
What
So
else you-
my siblings had to go to In-N-Out Burger. I have had it before and was like, I'm not partaking in this nonsense. Because I think In-N-Out is overrated. What do you think?
I think that is 1,000% accurate.
Like I don't like fast food particularly. Um, but if I had to choose, like In-N-Out is not even at the top 10. Like it's just a no. Have you had Whataburger?
I haven't had Whataburger. I
That's
wanted
a good
to.
one.
I've been meaning to try it, but you're right. As someone who's lived in California for
Mhm.
10 years, I wholeheartedly agree. In-N-Out Burger is overrated.
I
I
don't
don't
get
get.
the like.
I don't
I don't
know.
get it.
It's like the enthusiasm. You would think that they never had like a fast food burger. Like that's what it feels like to me. It's like it's like fast food burgers just came to the West Coast. Like
Right. It's
that's
like, are
how it
you not have
feels.
McDonald's, Five Guys, Whataburger, like
Yeah,
any
like
of it? Nothing? Wendy's? Never had Wendy's?
like that's how it feels. And I'm like, really? Like,
Like, I could maybe understand if all you'd ever had was Burger King. Sorry to hate, but I hate Burger King. And then you had In-N-Out, like I could see that maybe. But even then, it's like it's such an overreaction. It's not that good.
yeah. And then they I guess they have a secret menu. You can get stuff
I
like,
think that's the hype, like TikTok and the secret menu
hmm
and blah blah blah. But lots of places have secret menus. Who cares? Move on.
yeah.
Thank you. Next.
And then there's like, you ask, okay, well, what's on it? Like a grilled cheese sandwich. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah. Oh my God.
so, so their secret menu actually includes less food because it's
Right.
basically a burger, a burger without the burger. Got it.
That's
Okay.
so funny.
Right?
Oh my
Uh,
God. What are some other cities that like you love?
San Diego.
Okay, I've
San,
never been. That's on my list though.
San Diego was awesome.
Okay.
And it's one of the California in general is not weird, but it's interesting because like you hear about all these different cities, San Francisco, San Diego, LA, and like there's cities and counties. And I'm sure
Right.
that's not the only place where that is, but like for me, that was kind of an adjustment because like you say, Santa Clara and people don't know if you're talking about the county or the city. Same
Right.
thing with LA. Are you talking about the county or the city? Because they're different. It's not just LA. It's Compton and Glendale and all the other things. But
Right.
San Diego is beautiful. I've been there I think 3 times. Each time I've gone there, it's been awesome. Um, Like they got like the downtown area is beautiful. There's so like this little, I guess it's their version of little Italy, but it's you got some awesome restaurants there. Like it's expensive as hell, but I mean it's it's awesome. If I could afford to live there, I would, but I definitely like being there. It's very chill, laid back. It's one of those
Mhm.
cities where you actually don't need a car, which is cool.
Okay.
Which is why like I love like New York
Oh, I
and
didn't know that.
yeah, it's like their mass transit is pretty on point. And I mean it goes kind of just about wherever you need it.
Wow.
They got decent bus service. They got decent train services. They got Amtrak there also. There's access to the beach, the beaches. Where else did we go? I think we went to like SeaWorld. There's there's like a park
Oh,
with like
isn't that the famous like SeaWorld?
mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Nice.
then there's so many different museums. There's a train museum which
Wow.
I like buses, but those trains are pretty cool. So
Okay.
like it's like literally anything that you might want to do, you could probably be able to do in San
hmm
Diego.
I love
Um,
that. I went to a train
yeah,
museum once in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
nice. Okay.
It was what you would expect from Green Bay, Wisconsin. It probably was nothing like the one in San Diego.
I wouldn't know what to expect in Green Bay, Wisconsin,
Not
other than like
much.
cheese. Not okay. Why,
Um,
why, why is Green Bay getting cheese? What did Green Bay do?
it didn't do anything. It just
so, so random. Like,
like I figured it was gonna be like one broken down train that they acquired like 85 years ago that hadn't been like I just figured it would be kind of like not really a museum, but more of like a single exhibit in a museum.
okay,
And that's exactly,
we're still shitting on Green Bay, but go ahead.
yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was. All right.
That's what I
Um,
mean. Got what I expected. I'm glad that it was free.
fair enough.
Good times. I actually enjoyed living in Wisconsin. It was fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Green Bay. Listen, I've never been to Green Bay.
It's a nice little town.
Uh,
They have good cheese curds.
fair enough.
But I don't mean to shit on Green Bay. It's just that their train museum was not was exactly what I expected. You're not missing out. You shouldn't go to Green Bay, but don't go to the train museum there.
Oh my
No
god.
offense to them.
So like, was it like an actual train or like like
It
model
was a
train?
train, but it
A
was
train
like
train. Okay.
part of one, and it was like that was the whole thing. It's like two
Yeah.
cars of a train. It's like, where's the rest of it?
Yeah. I mean,
Like I've been to one in New York that had like 20 trains, and they were full
yeah.
trains, and they were like, you know what I mean? That's why I was like,
I was about to say like the train museum, like you can at least there's like at least 10 cars
at
on both
least
sides.
finish the train. Yeah, exactly. I was like, did you just open or like what's going on here?
Yeah. Green Bay, I tried. But yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta. I tried.
But
Um,
they do have great cheese curds. They obviously have the Green Bay Packers, which was fun. They have great bars. They have, um, I don't really remember much else. It was like 10 years ago, but I liked Wisconsin in general. Um, yeah.
all right.
See, this is why I can't leave New York, because where would I go that I would be impressed by their train museums or anything else?
Exactly. Can't have no trash ass train museum. So like
Exactly. Like you can't
see,
beat it. So like,
see Green Bay, you had her, but you just got to
yeah,
step
you
the train.
had me, you lost me.
Step the
You
train game
lost
up.
me
There
at those two cars.
was two cars,
You
man.
lost me long before that, but it's okay. You lost me at the weather. Um, good times. Good times.
A woman needs more than cheese curds. She needs long trains and nice weather.
Wow, that's what she said.
That's what she said.
Wow, this is a very appropriate episode.
It really is. It really is.
I love it. Um, wow. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, there's so many cities I want to visit. I'm actually this not this winter, this Labor Day, I'm going to visit another random city. And I apologize to anybody who's listening and they're like, it's not random. I'm from New York, so everywhere is fucking random, okay? Um, like, I'm one of those people that literally on a map I can point out New York, Florida, Texas, and California, and the rest is, I don't know. And Pennsylvania, because I did live there for a little bit. Can't point out Wisconsin, even though I was there for 6 months. Anyway, random city that we are going to is Louisville, Kentucky. And I'm so excited. So, like, we just were like, you know what? Let's go. Let's have a girls trip doing, like, guy things. We're gonna go to NASCAR. We're gonna go to a distillery. We're gonna horseback ride, maybe. Smoke some cigars. It's going to be awesome. And I can't wait. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the folks in Louisville might feel a way about the city being called random.
I'm sorry. Everywhere is random.
Listen, like you said, we're from New York. Like we act like New York is like the center of the universe.
It is.
It
Is it
is.
not?
It is. Like, it is. Like people come to New York. Like that's on people's bucket list. Like I don't. To be fair, I don't know. I've never heard someone say, you know, where I really want to go, where like I've always dreamed of going in
Right.
all my life. You know, it's on my bucket list of places to go. Louisville. Like, I've never heard that.
Wow, you're really making it worse I just said it was random. You're just like, nobody wants to go there. No one.
I'm not saying nobody wants to go there. I'm not saying nobody wants to go there. I'm just saying I've never heard anybody say that they want to go there. It's totally
I'm sure
different.
I've heard so many great things. I really have. That's why we're going.
Yes, they have great things. Like
Yeah.
I'm just saying I've heard people say they want to go to New York.
Exactly. Like, look, when I went to Austin, Texas, I called it random. So just if you're listening and you're offended, I also called Austin random. I called Charleston random. I was told in both cases that it wasn't. I haven't yet had that reaction about Louisville, though. Nobody said it's not random. But you know what? I'm excited. I'm excited to go. It's actually the trip that I'm most excited for.
Nice.
So, yeah. We should probably close out before we offend anyone else. Oh my God. This is what happens when we record an episode after the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
It's a late night. I went to bed at midnight. That is 3 hours past my bedtime. Not quite, but almost.
Yeah, I'm still better than me. I went to bed at like 1:30.
Ooh.
Like
I got home at 11:30 from my friend's apartment, and I was out like a light at 11:59.
Yeah.
At 11:59, I actually woke up on the couch. So I must have fallen asleep within 10 minutes of getting home.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Before we offend any of these random ass cities, I do want to go to Austin. I will say that.
Austin is fun. Good barbecue food. Oh, that's also another thing that I want to do in Louisville is barbecue. I love barbecue.
Yes, it's probably the only city in Texas that I actually want to visit.
In Tennessee Texas.
It's different Austin. Okay.
There's an Austin in Tennessee.
There's no Austin, Texas.
Yeah, I was talking about Austin, Texas too. I think we're just on the same page and talking over each other.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck in Tennessee.
Nashville. Nashville is a great city. I freaking loved it there. My friends didn't, but I did. They said it was too much country music, which was my dream. I was so happy. I did not call Nashville random for the record because I've always wanted to go there. But everywhere else is. Everywhere else is. Random. The Hamptons, random. Austin, random. Miami, random.
Okay. Miami, random kid.
Have I won back favor with the Louisville peeps? Now I know the title of the episode before we close out, which was Everywhere But New York is Random. Do you approve?
You know what? Yes, I approve that message.
We might as well let people know in the title that we're going to offend them. So I think that's a good way to start.
You know what? That's cool because even the people that be dissing New York wouldn't go to New York. So you know what? Fine. Like you just be hate. That's stay in your random ass city. You're
exactly.
Good.
All right. Awesome. Well, if you stay until the end of this episode, let us know the random cities that you want to visit. And if you say New York is random, good for you. Everybody has a different point of view, a different perspective in the world. So if you think New York is random, I love that for you. It's not though. Anyway.
I'm not random, you're random. Okay,
Anywho, be sure to follow us on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, wherever you get your podcast, and be sure to give us a follow on social media. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Although I don't know if YouTube is like a platform or a social media app. I think it's kind of both when it comes to podcasting. But give us a follow there. Threads, we're starting to be more active, sort of. And we'll catch you next Tuesday. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.